Well, a piece of Central Texas history is sewn into the world of fashion. Long ago, designers from all over the world came to our little corner to find this hidden gem they'd heard of from a friend or two. And maybe you remember it. Well, Texas Today's reporter Meredith Haas has more on the story that is the Rosebud.
Jasmine, the person you're about to meet has touched so many lives. Her nephew is Tom Ford. Yes, the internationally recognized fashion designer, and for 30 years, Betty Thrasher made a name for herself right here in Temple, Texas. As you zoom past the Exchange Plaza in Temple, you wouldn't know it today, but this used to be where designers would gather to meet one woman, Betty Thrasher.
We had designers that would come from Europe and New York and California and Canada and all kinds of places and have trunk shows at our store.
She called it the Rosebud with a capital B, a clever name she and her brother came up with together to remember their hometown.
So it was like a magic charm, that store in Rosebud.
But Temple wasn't its first home.
I opened the store in Gatesville, and it was 1979, and we opened it with a cocktail party, and my husband and the mayor of Rosebud, I don't know how many corks they popped on champagne bottles that night, but we really had fun.
That opening night set a standard that every day after in Betty's store would be an experience. For over 30 years, Betty built a reputation with the community. She was revered as the woman to go to for fashion advice.
We would try to teach people to buy one good thing instead of 3 or 4 things that really weren't as good for them as it should be.
Some might call it bad business, but Betty would turn you away and not let you buy something just because she didn't think you were ready for it.
I cannot tell you how much I could have sold if I had let them buy it. But that wasn't the point, because listen, when they walk out of my store and someone says, "Oh, where did you get that?" and they say the Rosebud, I want it to be positive.
See, Betty grew up in fashion. Her father owned 5 department stores, but when the Depression hit, they could only keep one. Her clothes were always handmade, so they were one of a kind, and that's what set her standards for beauty.
It all boils down to looking good. It just makes you be a better person.
Decades would pass and Betty would hold more fashion shows than one could count. The shows helped raise money for McLean Children's Hospital, and she went on to have a day named after her and win so many awards.
This is, I got the first honorary award of Altrusa International.
After a health scare, the Rosebud would close in 2007, but one thing would never fade with time.
But these kind of clothes you wear forever. You don't ever give them up. They never wear out. They never get old. They're always proper. I mean, even today. I'm wearing things that I've had 20 years, and they're still my favorite things. And if I could replace them, I would. I would do the same thing all over again.
What a fascinating story.
Right? She was so amazing to, I spent 3 hours talking to her. She was amazing to talk to, and let me just tell you, Jasmine, there's more than her. There's a lot more to come that we'll be covering, because it was her and a host of women in this area that had a huge just connection to this fashion industry.
Yeah.
I mean, and so it closed in 2007, but she has her book I want to mention. She has Rosebud Roses, and I've read a little bit of it. It's really fascinating. It's great.
Well, I'll tell you what, next time we do a story on her, I'm going to wear my best high fashion piece. Okay, because I know she's probably watching like, ladies.
Yeah, she's like, what are these sweaters? They're not high fashion. Tom Ford would not approve.
Listen, Tom Ford, her nephew, that's awesome.
It is.
Thanks for that story, Meredith.
Of course.